What's going on, folks? It's Javon Moore with fi360 News here live at the Coliseum. But first off, let's start off with those UCLA Bruins who traveled to Tucson to face those Arizona Wildcats. Whoo! Wasn't the best coming off a bye week. I guess they was a little rusty. They didn't know about that boy Tate. The Bruins went down 47-30. They tried to make it a little bit of a game in the end, but too much Tate. Rushing for 230 yards, throwing for another 149. Just too much for the Bruins to handle today. The defense looked a little bit lost once he started scrambling to open up the game. He scored the first touchdown, going for 45 yards right off the bat, letting the Bruins know that he was there today. As the Bruins battle back, you know what? Josh Rosen, the chosen one, was back there, quarterback. Unfortunately, he had 3 interceptions today. You can't win ball games with turnovers. But the Bruins gutted it out. They came back in the third quarter and exploded for a couple scores to try to make it more of a game. But in the end, the Bruins ended up taking a loss in the Pac-12 South, which won't hold well for them with SC winning today. But let's talk about those USC Trojans. They got a chance to survive. And when I say survive, I mean survive a game today against some Utah Utes, winning 28-27. Man, it was a tough one. Let's go into the press conference, let you hear from them real quick, and come right on back.
Yeah, I just think great quarterbacks find a way to produce wins, and the best quarterbacks don't get flustered. Even when things aren't going absolutely perfect, you find a way to complete a ball and then complete another one, and all of a sudden it's dang 21-14, then it's 21-21, and then you find yourself in a position to go ahead and win the game. And he made play after play, and credit a bunch of young wideouts too that were making their plays also. And then we could not have done it. I'll be honest with you, could not have done it if it wasn't for our defense and what they did in basically that entire third quarter, getting the ball back for us time after time. So total team victory.
Well, you heard a little bit from the press conference. Now let's bring you the real deal Holyfield. We had the golden child with the golden arm, Troy Williams of Utah, coming home with the classic. He's the only quarterback to defeat USC last year in the Pac-12. They came down here and handled their business, but just not enough. Let me take you through the play. SC scores to tie up the game 21-21 at the start of the fourth quarter. Then Utah comes back late in the game and gets that touchdown to tie USC back when USC thinks, hey, they got it won being up by 7. But you know what? I got to tip my hat to Tim Willingham. Because you know what he did? He went for it on fourth down. So it was 27-28. He could have kicked the the extra point for the tie, but instead, on the road, he believed in his team and said, you know what? We going for this. They end up faking to number 2, going off to the left. Troy Williams bootlegged out to the right. Unfortunately, he didn't see the man in the back of the end zone. He got tackled. Game over. The USC Trojans end up surviving a great win today. Now, even with this good win, you got a chance to see some of SC's vulnerabilities. They end up letting their running back for Utah, Z Moss, have 20 carries for 141 yards, averaging 7.1 yards a carry. That's deadly. And they ran off a whole bunch of clock. But you know what? Today, Sam Darnold grew up. He ended up having a couple turnovers, but didn't let that rattle him. He's starting to get comfortable with his tight end, Mr. Petty. He hit him first across the middle, right there in the slot for 52 yards for a touchdown. Then he came back to him, throwing in the double coverage. Double coverage, I tell you, making it a jump ball. I think he thinks he's Gronk out there, but really his name is Petty. So you're going to know who number 82 is at tight end, making up for this young receiving core. I think as Sam Darnold continues to get more comfortable with his receiving core, it'll be like last year. He had some great outlets last year to be able to throw the ball to, and now he's getting a chance to learn his new guys. Deontay Burnett, as always, did his thing. Steven Mitchell, who's coming on, is doing his thing. So the USC Trojans now get a chance to travel to South Bend to face them Notre Dame. Brian Kelly's going to end up having his team ready to go. And I definitely know Clay Helton's going to have his squad ready to go. So, as always, folks, we enjoy you tuning in. If you like the videos, go ahead and subscribe. This is Javon Moore with fi360 News. Make it a great one, folks.